Yeah, I mean, we made shots. Shot the ball extremely well. I mean, when you make shots, the game's a lot easier. And, our margin of error is just so small still that if we don't make shots, we have to do everything else extremely well. And we didn't on Thursday. Tonight, we got the stops and the scores we needed to, made the big shots when we needed to. And we're able to play several players tonight to kind of stay a little bit fresher. I mean, this is a tough stretch mentally and physically for our kids. And we understand that. And so, we got to win the game, and you got to take each game one at a time. But we also know the burden that we're putting on them. So really proud that they were able to bounce back and get this one tonight.
Speaking of burden on the opposition, if Lexington's hitting shots, it means they cannot concentrate on Macy and Caitlin.
Changes everything. I mean, I've said that all along. Changes everything. You put people around Caitlin that make shots, we're really hard to guard. And when Lex makes shots like that, it just makes us really tough. And we always have at least one person on the floor that's probably not a shooter, and their player's always sitting in Caitlin's lap. So, Burp has done an amazing job of cutting and getting to open spaces because she's one, she'll tell you, they're not guarding her, but she's just been unreal. Getting into space, finishing at the rim, and the things that she does. She's learned how to play in that situation, has done extremely well. But, Caitlin's got 3 or 4 people hanging on her all the time. I think it was referred to as hanging on her like a jungle gym. And as long as they're able to push and displace her and hang on her like that, I get on to her sometimes because I don't think she's tough enough. But when I go back and watch film, I think she's pretty darn tough. Anybody that's getting laid on and pushed on and bitten and held and everything all night long and is able to do what she does. But I thought, coming out in the second half, the big 3 Macy hit and the big 3 Lex hit back-to-back kind of gave us that cushion we needed to go ahead and be positive and confident in what we were doing.
Both of the same shots they had the other night. Why are they going in tonight?
Yeah, I wish I knew. I wish I knew the formula for that because we play pretty good defense. I know sometimes people are like, man, you're giving up straight line drives. Well, guess what? Those straight line drives are worth 2 points, and threes are worth 3. And so our defense is built not to put them on the foul line and not to give up threes. And we feel like we can score enough points most nights that we can overcome that when we're making shots. And so, there's a formula for success. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. But just really proud of our kids tonight.
Were y'all pressing early to try and get some easy baskets out of that?
Mainly just trying to wear on them a little bit. They've come off COVID protocol, so you could say, they were rested. We're not. We just went into double overtime on Thursday, mentally and physically had to get ready. But then, obviously, when you're in COVID protocol, you're not running. So we just wanted to push up the pace. We knew that they would limit possessions. We only had 20 possessions the first half, but we took full advantage of every one of those possessions. So we wanted to speed the game up, and we felt like by pressing that maybe we could speed it up a little bit. But they did a really good job of handling it and finding our open spots against it. We knew we really wasn't going to turn them over.
Coach, losses are tough in anything, in any sport you play, but I felt like on Thursday there was a lot of emotion, not just from your players, but from you as well, as a tough loss like that, and naturally so. You're trying to win a conference championship. What's the conversation from that point to such a quick turnaround to another quick turnaround on Monday, and where each loss and each win means so much in a conference race?
Right. I'm probably referring to my clipboard episode. Sometimes you just got to get it out. But clipboard is fine. There was nobody damaged in the process. But I think it's the conversation that I just had with the kids. I'm going to be the same person whether we win, whether we lose, whether we're up, we're going to down, because if I stop holding you accountable for what we're trying to do, then our expectations are going to drop. I pulled 2 people late in the game for taking bad shots. Well, we're up 12. I'm sure people in the stands are like, what's wrong with her? Well, guess what? Come Monday night, taking that bad shot may cost us the game. So I have to coach every single minute of every single game with the expectation that we have for this program that we're going to do things the right way and we're going to play the right way and we're going to have a high basketball IQ about the way we go about it. So sometimes my anger and my frustration comes from the fact that I have to make them understand that nothing less than our best is acceptable in this program. Because to win a conference championship, we've all got to raise the level of our game, including me as a coach.
And this is a very, very thorny team for y'all coming up on Monday night. They were tough for y'all last year.
Oh yeah, I mean they pressed the whole game. They play up tempo. They got a new coach. You know, they beat some really good teams. They beat Illinois. They beat like 2 Power 5 teams in the non-conference just because the way they play. And you know they haven't played very many games. They come off COVID protocol, and so they've kind of been rested, and they're just kind of getting back into it. So you know we're very fortunate not to have had time off because of that. But then we're having to make up games that other people canceled. So to get on the bus tomorrow and drive to SIUE and ask these kids to step up and be ready to go again, you know, I think I heard Macy and Lex mention classes have started back. I mean, it's just a tough stretch right now. And so we're going to do everything we can to have them ready to play.